Hi everyone, today we're going to take a quick look at the Lenovo Chromebook C330. So this is a 2-in-1 convertible Chromebook in this beautiful, what Lenovo calls this a blizzard white color. It works, I believe, pretty well, in my opinion, especially with the Chrome logo here sitting in the back in the white background. This guy is a 11.6 inch Chromebook running Chrome OS. Let's take a quick look around. So on the top of the laptop, you have the Lenovo branding right here. And then to the right, you have the Google Chrome logo there. Very nice. On the left side of the device, you see a USB-C charging port, and then a full-size HDMI display port as well. So you could quickly, if you are using this at work, at the office, you could quickly just plug in a HDMI cable, and then your monitor will be up and running, or to your projector. And it has a USB 3 port there as well for your legacy devices, mouse, keyboard, etc. And if you take a lot of photos and you use the full-size SD cards, then you have a slot that you could transfer files here as well. One thing to note about the SD card is that it's gonna stick up. Half of it is gonna be protruding out of this slot here, so it's not all the way in kind of setup. On the front of the device, there's not much there. On the right side, you have the Lenovo have kept all the 3.5mm headphone jacks on their laptops, which is a good thing. There's also a convenient volume up and down rocker there, so you can quickly turn up and down your music, the power button, and then this is just for locking your computer. So if you have a chain lock or a cable lock, you could put one in here and then loop it around your desk or your chair so nobody can walk away with it. And then right here, the hinge, nothing special. On the bottom of the device, stay in focus, focus. All right. You have a rubber feet right here for stability. And then, as always, the Lenovo Speaker Grill 1. And on the other side, Speaker Grill 2. All right. For this device, the specification, this is not running Windows or anything like that. It's actually using the MediaTek MTK8173C processor running at 1.7 gigahertz, which is good. The OS is Chrome OS by Google, so no Windows, no Mac OS or OS X. The display is 11.6 HD, high definition at 1366 by 768. So this is not a full HD display. It is IPS and it is anti-glare when you use it outside. Our unit here has 4 gigabytes of RAM, and the RAM is LPDDR3 at 1866 megahertz, and this is onboard memory. The hard drive is only 64 gigabytes, but it's okay because you have all the cloud storage, and the adapter that they provided is a USB-C, and it's a 45 watts adapter for this guy. The graphics is also integrated MediaTek graphics. You have Bluetooth 4.1 and a 720p high definition camera. And so let's take a look inside. So when you open this, you will notice the keyboard, there's some keys missing. If you're familiar with Windows, mainly the Windows key or the Mac command key is missing here. Well, this is Chrome OS, so there's no need for that. They have a full-size Alt key and a Control key, Shift. This is a search key to bring up the, that's like a start menu for Chrome OS. You have Tab. All the keys are pretty much the same. The feel is pretty good. The travel is nice, comfortable to type on. Up here, Escape. This is going back one page, going forward, Refresh. This is adjustments to the screen. This one is when you want to project out into a projector or secondary display. And then you have your brightness control, the volume control, mute. And then if you want to quickly lock your screen or lock your device, just press that. You'll go into lock mode. One thing is the keyboard is nicely laid out. It has a good layout, good feel, but it's not lighted. So if you plan to work in the dark, yeah, maybe you need some kind of secondary light. As far as the lower corner here, we have an Energy Star logo right there. The trackpad, oversized, large. It's okay, it's good feel. Yeah, responsive. And then on the right side here, there's nothing. When we turn on the units, you will see, so you see the main user there, and you have options to shut it down, browse as guests if you want to have your friend borrow this, or you can add another account to this. The only thing about this display is it does not have the slim bezels on this display. So you see a little border here, which to some is okay. And then you have the 720p HD camera there, which is preferred to something down here, right? And on this side, you have some controls. You can control your network. You can control your Bluetooth, any accessibility things you need, you know, talking to the laptop or high contrast. And then keyboard, you can select a number of keyboards. You can put it on the screen as well when you're in tablet mode. The volume, you can control here with the touchscreen or the rocker buttons on the side that we, oops, wrong one. Yeah, the rocker buttons there, or the volume buttons up here. Yeah. And then the brightness, same thing, we can control it down here, making it brighter. Let's try to go in as a guest and browse. So you click on that, it's going to switch over and say you're browsing as a guest. If you press the search key, this button here with the magnifying glass, it will bring up this little shade menu. And as a guest, there's not much here. You have the browser. You have some files that you can look at. You can get help and you can do the settings. Pressing the key again, it will drop it down. So you're browsing the guest. Let's try, is it Pexels.com for images. And you can, of course, scroll with your finger. See a little fish moving there. It's got good detail. It's not full HD, but I think it's good enough. If you're just browsing, watching Netflix. This one doesn't zoom out here, it zooms out there. Let's search for some flowers. All right, so you can see how the display looks, even though it's not in full HD. You can see if that fits your needs. For me, it's good. That's good enough. All right, and then like we mentioned earlier, this is a 2-in-1, so you could flatten the display altogether to make it like this, and then you can continue flexing this into what they call this as a tent mode. So you could be watching a movie over here on this side, or you could turn this down, keyboard down, and you could be watching there or presenting your presentation this way to the folks, explaining, you know, how beautiful the flowers are. And of course, you could continue to fold this down and collapse it all together into a tablet. And the rotation, it will do auto rotate, and there you have it. This is the Lenovo Chromebook C330 in a 4 GB of RAM, with 4 GB of RAM, 64 gig hard drive. And in a few weeks after we use it, we'll write some more detailed review, and also maybe do a more detailed review on YouTube here. All right, once again, thanks again for watching. Please remember to subscribe for the latest. And until then, we'll talk to you again. Thank you.